Hey, my wonderful Gemini placements. Christina here at Ginger Mama, coming at you with your month of January extended Tarotscope. I'm sorry these are being posted a little bit late. I have recently chose to rework the way that I do the extended Tarotscopes. So going forward, hopefully they will be up closer to the beginning of the month. But I am just doing the breakdown by astrology sign and not by masculine or feminine energy. We all hold both, and I find a lot of people in the collective right now are beginning to understand that delicate balance, that flow state, and tapping in with both. And it just makes more sense for me with my time constraints and my energy. So this will really be helpful for you if you'd like more information. Definitely check out your moon, your rising, possibly your Venus placement. If you have a significant person or partner in your life and you want to, watch theirs or a family member or something like that, this might help you get an idea of where they are at. Before this reading, I lit some sage, and I felt called to also light this incense here, which is what you see burning. And I do feel like Gemini, especially that air sign energy that you hold, maybe tapping in with that. Many people, as they channel, can get that line to go straight up, or cloud work, things like this. I don't know, some more spiritual gifts possibly unlocking for you. We're not going to go way down that rabbit hole right now because it feels still very early on for you. But if you're called to anything like that, definitely begin tapping in, okay? So let's recap some of the astrology we've had, and we will dive into the tarot cards. Let me adjust my lighting. I feel like it's dark. Maybe that's a little bit better. Like maybe you've been in a bit of a dark place lately. It got brighter. So hopefully that's going to end for you as we exit the month, okay? We do have Venus that is in Aquarius that started on January 2nd and will remain in the sign of Aquarius until the 26th. Venus is the planet of love and of money. It's also a fellow air sign of yours. And so especially if you also hold other Aquarius placements in your astrology, you might be really affected by this. But this feeling with Aquarius energy is collective mindset, especially when it comes to work and to love, right? Like we want lots of relationships to fill our needs, but getting very clear about what those are. Yes, we have coworkers, we have neighbors, we have best friends, we have lovers. Like how do we identify all of those? Because we can't treat everybody the same, right? And really looking at your group right now and saying, who do I want to keep? Who do I not want to keep? Are they fulfilling a healthy role in my life? Or is this more of like a toxic situation? I feel like a lot of that energy is strong for the collective. We also had a full moon in the sign of Cancer on the 6th, okay? This rocked a lot of people. It brought up a lot of emotions. And I know as air sign energy, sometimes there's a tendency to overthink. I get it. I'm a Gemini rising. I understand. But that overthinking energy can block out some of that heart space, some of those gut emotions, our sacral chakra, like that intuition. And so for many people, it was kind of this purging, this clearing of past emotions, shadow wounds, possibly relatives that have passed, or spirit guides coming in strong for you, really feeling that energy of, wow, I'm tapped in with more than just this earth plane. And how do I want to begin to hold reverence for that throughout the remainder of 2023? And pay attention to that. I do think things are going to smooth out a little bit as we have a lot of transits shifting. Before we dive into the tarot, I do want to point out, because it's specific to you, Gemini, we have had Mars in retrograde since October 30th. Mars is the ruler, the planet that rules passion, okay? And not just passion like when we think of sexual energy, but passion when we think of drive, of motivation, of work, of why we do what we do, and where we're actually motivated and happy. And so because we are in a retrograde period, many people might have struggled. It was in the sign of Gemini. So it might have extra affected you. You might have felt a little bit recluse from communication, or as though everything you said or did, somehow you felt like it was misconstrued or taken in a way that you didn't really intend on it to be. That's normal through this. This is ending on the 12th. And so you're going to hopefully be feeling a little bit more of some more forward movement in your communication going forward. We also have Mercury retrograde ending on the 18th. And Mercury is the planet of communication. Mercury is ruled by Gemini. So Geminis, I'm telling you, a lot of you have had a lot of shifts occurring the last month or two. And so pay attention. What did you learn in the last several weeks? What did you gain clarity on? What is still fuzzy? What do you need to rework with love, with relationships, with money, with your spiritual journey, okay? Because if you don't take the lessons from that retrograde period, it's going to get rocky. It always circles back around and creates more of a problem. If you can learn and grow from that, then it's really going to help you out, okay? Now, normally I pull cards live on screen. Anyone who knows me knows that's what I do. But before this reading, these several cards fell out, and I felt so strongly they needed to stay. And so I'm going to go ahead and review these, and then we can dive into pulling some more. But it felt like a very clear story of what is occurring this month, or has occurred, or will begin to occur over the next couple of weeks, okay? We have, and again, genders do not matter here, okay? But for all intents and purposes, we have a Queen of Cups, a feminine energy, who's sitting here. They're balanced in their emotions. This is someone who's not anxiously attached. They're not avoidant. They're very honest. They're forthright. They're being honest. They're speaking from the heart space. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy here. And the thing about it, though, is they feel like they've given and they're done. They feel like they've been waiting on equal reciprocation, reciprocity, clarity from another person. So whether this is you not bringing the clarity or you waiting on that clarity, it's almost like this is done, right? The Eight of Wands reverse, this person has chosen to stop communication, or they will be soon. Or you've stalled out communication because you're not willing to come to the table and give some type of honest emotional offer. So at the end of the day, these are people that struggle with decision making. When we see the King of Swords reverse, this is someone that they don't want to make a choice. They want everyone else to make a choice for them, or they want things to happen based on like happenstance. Like, oh, well, that person wasn't cool with it. See, I knew it wouldn't work. I'm going to self-sabotage. And we do not want that. That is immature energy within all of us, and we need to get very clear and speak truth. Okay, the King of Swords is someone that communicates very clearly, and right now that is not occurring, and it's causing this feminine energy within their lives to pull back. This could be a sister, a mother. This could be a relationship. It could be more than one person, and so there is victory here in some way if you are the person that needs to pull back communication because you know it's not working or you're not getting clarity. Pull back, regardless of your body here. If you've asked for clarity and you know you're in that feminine energy and you want to be in that more decisive masculine side of yourself, be clear. Say, no, I want to be with you. I care about this connection. Why is this not working? If they're not going to come to the table, that's your cue to peace out, okay? You have victory here on your own, even if it doesn't feel like it. I know it gets darker in here. Do you see these? Like, it's getting darker because it's like, you're going to be in a dark place. I know it feels like death when we lose connections like that, where we're like, I was certain that we had this vibe. But the universe is like, I know it's going to be sad, but don't pick a fight here. Just trust, okay, that there's a reason this is being pulled from you. It gets lighter. Trust. All right, I cannot make up this lighting. Like, you've really got to trust. If this was meant for you, it'd be working better than it is. You can't keep trying to force it. Someone that loves you will always strive to come to the table, communicate with you, and be decisive. They're never going to be like, I'm going to leave you hanging. I need more time. I mean, you've really got to ask yourself, if things have not changed recently, are they really going to change in a week, in 3 months, in 2 years? And someone that is taking space for an appropriate reason would always communicate that. Hey, I'm getting out of a relationship right now, or I'm going to, some people, it's counseling or AA or whatever. They're very clear with their partners, and they don't allow it to get confusing and cloudy. They're very direct and clear, and they say, I will reach out in 3 months. I'm not going to be with other people. I don't expect you to wait, or this or that. But they don't just ghost. They don't just be like wishy-washy in and out. We got the King of Pentacles here. This is what we're looking for, right? Within all of us, people that are dedicated, dependable, loyal, committed. Also, that King of Pentacles about finances. All right, Geminis, I feel like there's some energy here about finances. So with that full moon energy, we're still riding off of it just a little bit. We've had some intense solar flares, especially today as of January 10th. And so be sure you're releasing. If there's someone you're not supposed to be communicating with, or someone you should be clarifying with, you better have done that, okay? Because you feel better and better from a full moon to a new moon if you did that work. If you did not do that work and you avoided it in some way and just were like, I'm not going to do that, then the universe is going to ramp it up as we approach Aquarius season and the new moon in Aquarius, okay? Aquarius season kicks off on January 20th, and that we still have Venus in Aquarius until the 26th. So especially that will be highlighted even more, those last, like, that 6-day window of how do you view relationships. If you are someone that's like, I want to date multiple people, I want to hook up with multiple people, I think it's all just open, and that's how, like, relationships should be, then say that to your partner. Own that about yourself. Don't assume they should know that. Say that. And if you're someone where you're not cool with that, say that from the beginning. I don't want to play games. I'm here to exclusively date. I don't just want to be hooking up with someone that's hooking up with 10 other people. If you don't like that, please go. Be confident in these choices. This is what Venus in Aquarius is like commanding of us. You know, this isn't about judging other people, but this is about saying that kind of energy is not for me. What kind of energy do I want and do I desire without anybody else telling me who to be? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you really want? Because, yeah, look at this. Look at this. Masculine and feminine energy. Swords reversed here. Queen of Swords reversed. You are in so much conflict, energetically, whatever, competition too. People just messing with you because you're not making a choice. You're allowing everybody else to make the choices. You're not just like, yes, this is what I want. Yes, this is what I want to do. And we got the Ten of Pentacles here. This could be affecting your work as well, where you're not making decisive choices, so it's affecting the energy around you, whether these are coworkers or clients or your own energetic like ability to move forward, to do your daily job, whatever that might be, right? And so pay attention to that energy, okay? And really call in what you want to manifest. Be very clear. The new moon energy, which the new moon is on the 21st, that new moon is a great time to manifest what you want to do, especially when we talk about work with the collective, okay? Especially that Venus energy. So what do you want to manifest in your career? Are you happy where you are? What needs to adjust? What needs to change? Maybe really getting in that logical energy of like very decisive. This is going to be my work schedule, right? Like, and obviously we can adjust. We stay in flow state. It doesn't have to be incredibly rigid, but it is a little bit more organized. I feel like some of you, that head in the clouds, ancestors, spirit guides, you've been kind of like all over the place. And that's part of an awakening, okay? But also kind of reground a bit into like, okay, this is time I'm spending more for myself. You know, maybe look at your calendar. This weekend's for this. These are the projects I really want to focus on right now. And then take the action. Knight of Swords here. This is not a time to slow down, okay? When I talk about getting your schedule together, I'm talking you're doing this quickly. You're doing it. And you're going forward. You're not laying in bed like, I think I want to keep tapping in with all of them. They're there for you, okay? But they want to see you moving quicker. That Knight of Swords is the good knight in tarot. It speaks the truth of the higher realms, the truth to connections, the truth in work, whatever it is. They are authentic. They have massive integrity. Integrity also seems to be a really big theme for you. What are your moral values? What are your beliefs? What is your truth, Gemini? And anyone not like in that same vibe as you, it's like it's not meant for you right now. And you got to go. Hold that integrity. Hold that truth that you know so sacred to your heart, okay? It's really that beautiful energy where I feel like you combining that masculine and feminine energy within you in a really healthy way. But yeah, you got to take action. By the way, the world upright and your voice. Your voice might be a little bit difficult this month. Many people go through these periods, but especially Gemini being ruled by Mercury and also just that communication aspect, you might take a toll on you. You might feel like you have a cold, a scratchy throat. Some people describe it almost as like razor blades. Like this can be the unblocking of the throat chakra, the challenge where you're being called. Are you really going to speak the truth? Oftentimes we have darker energies when you start speaking truth in relationships, in work, whatever it might be, where they try to block that from you. So be very mindful of that. The world upright, you have a brand new cycle, but protect your energy, okay? Protect your energy. Especially if some of you hold, the world card here is about fixed sign placements, which would be Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, and Scorpio energy. Especially if you hold any of that energy also in your astrology chart, I feel like this is extra like your sign to protect your energy, especially as we're going to enter Aquarius season, which is a fixed sign placement. And so really just pay attention to that, okay? If you're having trouble like speaking or communicating, really working through that and asking what's being asked of you. Are you lying when this happens? Are you telling the truth when this happens? Are you uncomfortable? Is there something you're not getting with like a download or a dream or a vision? Like what is it that's not happening that's blocking that throat chakra? Singing can also be a great way to help clear this for you. But yeah, there's this feeling of stall out a little bit this month for you. This does not feel like a month of love. Yeah, I'm sorry, it doesn't. There's not much left in the month. Maybe February will be better. But I feel like you've got to put in the hard work to ensure that you're holding this space for authentic love. Coming into later this year, okay? But this month is about your deep work. It's about taking the spiritual lessons you've gained, the knowledge that you hold, and your intuition, and combining it in a tangible way to take action forward, especially when it comes to speaking your truth, okay? Again, if it's leaving a partner or work, it just feels like you're being asked to do this in more than one way. All right, Gemini, do we have anything else for you? Yeah, and look, I know this is going to be sad, the Five of Swords. It's this feeling of like you're officially walking away, and you kind of got to keep your guard up still. It's like you're trying to just not pick a fight, but at the same time, it's like you're in and out with the decision you're making. This person is still kind of lying to themselves and others. Swords that point upright in tarot are about truth, like that Knight of Swords. Swords that point down to the ground are about lies, deception, things like that. So you've really got to ask yourself that too. Have you lied to someone? Have you deceived someone as it gets darker in here? And have you spoken truth and taken accountability for the ways in which you did that? Have you really done the work to really look yourself in the eye and really ask the universe, what do I need to do to clear this? What do I need to do to change this behavior? Okay? Wounded Gemini energy, we know, can be very Jekyll and Hyde. We don't want to be in that. We want to be in healed Gemini energy, where it's very divine feminine, divine masculine, tapped in with the higher realms and this earth plane. Okay, everyone? I love all of you so much. We are good to go. If you need anything else, you can find me on TikTok as Ginger Mama LLC, or on Instagram as Ginger Mama, or at my website, gingermama.com, with the 3 A's there. And I will see you back next month for that extended Tarotscope. But I wish you the best. And if you need any help through this month, I'm happy to do a personal reading for you. I love all of you.